Damn these bow ties, anyway. Trying to strangle a man to death.
Now, listen. I don't want you to get this dirty, but dinner's a long way off, so I thought maybe you should eat some milk and cookies, okay?
I can't swallow, Mom. You've tied it too tight.
Yeah, I know how you feel, partner. You know, when you get around women, things starts getting tied down. Sure does, you know. These nooses they put around your neck to the tight corners they push you into.
Now, don't set a bad example for this young man, okay? I think you look beautiful all dressed up. As a matter of fact, I've never seen you look quite so fine.
Well, take a long look, because it's the last time you're going to see it.
Oh, come on, Max. It's not that bad.
Oh.
Anyway, you must be loosening up a little to live in a woman's world, right?
Well, as little as I possibly can. You know me for a long time, Jenny. I ain't no drugstore cowboy, just not my style.
Just because you put a bow tie on doesn't exactly make you a drugstore cowboy.
Well, it's a start, and in the wrong direction. Next thing you know, she's going to have me wearing one of those shirts with spangles on it.
Max, we just stop. Rita's has her hands full trying to tame you, I tell you that.
Oh, she know better than to try that. At least she ought to.
Will you come on, you men, and on your wedding day?
Hey, Steve, what's that over there? Look. Oh, got a handful. My supper's going to be late, too. Why don't you see me get everybody ready? It'll be midnight before anybody gets anything to eat.
Are you in a rush to marry Reena, Uncle Max?
Ooh. Am I in a rush? No, man, reach my age, I ain't being married, can't be in a rush, can he?
But since you met Reena, you're in a rush. Is that it?
Well, Steve, it's like this. You see, Reena just moves a little bit faster than most folks. When she gets around things, they tend to move a little bit faster, too. They move a little faster, and they get a little bigger and a little better. Like Texas. Right now, I think I'm just moving along at her pace. I think you call it Whirlwind.
Okay, everybody. Everyone's ready now. Ready?
You have what? No, come on, let's go. Come on. Well, at least my nerves. Come on.
Listen, I think if we all sit up in front of it.
Yep, come on, ladies first.
He didn't come into work, huh?
Elliot? No.
Ryan asked me to keep an eye on him. You know, company he keeps, phone calls, any strange behavior. Well, he's dropped completely out of sight. I think I'd call that strange behavior. You think I should call Ryan?
No, we'll see him tonight at the wedding.
Oh.
Besides, Elliot may have just skipped town. I mean, he didn't actually kill Alex, and it's going to be awfully hard to prove that he even tried, so maybe it's just better for everybody if he just left.
Oh, Sam. I think they should lock Elliot up, even if he does disappear. Who doesn't? Who knows when he's going to be back or what he's going to do? When did you start being such an optimist, accepting the easy answers?
Oh, I may be moving that way. Getting Reena out of circulation has softened me up. Of course, I do feel sorry for Max.
Oh, she's not that bad.
Oh, yes, she is. Reena can't stand to see anything at peace or rested. She just gets itchy. Besides, you know that she is never going to settle into sedate married life. You just know that.
She likes to be where the action is.
Action?
Yeah.
I know exactly what kind of action Reena likes. We'll just let good old Max Decker take her off to the ranch and get her out of my hair. And yours. If he can. Come on. We've got a wedding to go to, and I am going to really enjoy this one. I always laugh at weddings, don't you?
Yeah. As long as it's not mine.
Brian, when Elliot visited me this morning, he told me it was Barrett who betrayed everyone in that prison camp. That Barrett told the guards about their escape plans. And when the men made their break, they ran into an ambush. Now, could that be the truth? Could we be totally wrong about Elliot?
Are you kidding? I don't believe that for a minute. No. No, everything I know about Elliot tells me that he was the one the guards let go. Look, Barrett was shot, trying to escape. The guards left him for dead. Elliot got away without a scratch. So what does that tell you?
If there are no other survivors, that makes it rough. It's one man's word against the others. Or worse, if Barrett can't remember exactly what happened, then some people will simply assume that his guilt over his cowardice causes amnesia.
Alex, I brought Elliot into contact with Barrett in the hopes that it would break his nerves. Yes, that by seeing the man he'd sold out and left for dead, that the shock would make him confess. Instead, I'm afraid I just prompted him into coming up with a defense. And he came up with one, well, he never would have come up with it on his own.
Elliot has always been very clever with stories.
We can't leave it like this. We've got to push. Push hard until he breaks.
Well, great, that sounds fine, but how? I mean, Elliot's not the sort that breaks easily.
We'll tell him I'm alive, that we're after him. No holds barred.
Well, Alex, I might smoke him out, but come on, that's going to put you right in the center of the target. Hey, we almost lost you once. We can't take any chances, all right?
It depends on how we set it up, what we decide we want him to know, how we want to bring him in, and how we want to set the trap.
Darling, please, no. I thought I'd lost you twice. Please, not again, not that.
Darling, don't worry. I'm not going to get shot a second time. Not a cheap shot like Elliot got. I've changed now. I know who the enemy is. I'm not going to hide out forever.
Please, dearest, let Ryan develop whatever evidence it takes, and you just stay safe a little longer, please. I'm due at the Bellmans for the wedding. Ryan, are you going?
No. Rick is Max's best man. I'll just stand in here for him.
No. Escort Iris. I'm fine now. You two were so careful covering up my tracks, nobody knows that the yacht's in Houston, much less that I'm on it. Ryan, go on. Take Iris to me his wedding. I've never felt safer.
I think everything is all right.
Looks wonderful, Maggie.
Here they are.
Beth, people are due to arrive any minute.
Don't worry. I'll see that they find their seats and make themselves comfortable, and I'll make sure that the drinks keep flowing.
Yes, please do.
Oh, Vicky, the place just looks wonderful.
Thanks, honey.
Lord knows you didn't have much time to work this particular miracle, did you? How'd you manage?
Oh, I certainly didn't. I only wish Reena hadn't rushed into this so suddenly. If she'd just taken some
Now,
time...
Vicky, they are in love with each other. It's not like they were 16.
Yeah. Well, she ought to have learned after Kevin that marriage is something you think about before the ceremony. You know I'm right.
Well, just let it go now, Vicky. You know, when I was growing up, people used to say, think long, you think wrong.
Oh, Stryker, honey. If that were true, who'd make any mistakes, hmm?
Well?
It's just that I don't think that Max and Reena are the same kind of people. In fact, I know they're not.
Well, that's never been a prerequisite of a happy marriage or even a happy friendship. Sameness. Matter of fact, it seems to me that we've always lacked the pull and tug of things to make life interesting.
How about push comes to shove? Oh, Stryker, this marriage could be the start of the biggest war since, I don't know.
Now, listen. No dark thoughts today. This is going to be a heck of a marriage.
That's just what I'm afraid of.
People learn from each other, Vicky. Max can teach Reena so much. Share with her.
I expect Reena has a few things to teach Max, too.
Well,